Hey guys,
Hi, lovely people.
Miles and John from Miles and John's Adventures. If you haven't watched our channel, please do. We are avid RVers. We like to go every chance we get. We're not full time yet, but we are eventually going to get there. We're weekend warriors. So, let's jump into this. Today's video is something that we weren't ever going to talk about because we didn't really realize it up until about a couple months ago. Something that all of us RVers will find out after you buy an RV. We went and bought our RV in 22, right? First
The
one?
StarCraft.
The StarCraft. And the Wolf Pup. The Wolf Pup was our first. So back in early, May of 22, we went to the dealer because I had a bug and I wanted to go camping with Miles, and we looked at three RVs, and we bought the third RV we looked at, not realizing how much RVs cost. There's so much more that I didn't realize this, so probably a lot of people who buy RVs nowadays don't really realize what they're getting into. It's not just buying an RV and you're going to go camping every weekend. We bought our first RV, and the sticker price on our RV was $29,881 was the sticker on that first RV we looked at. We bought it at Camping World. Whether you like them or not, I did not, but we didn't know any better. We got a discounted price at $22,499 is what we paid for that RV. Okay, so we were excited. We got a new RV. We signed on a dotted line. It was 15 years was the loan on that, because most cars cost over that 25, 30,000. That's what most people finance cars. But with RVs, you can stretch them out, I think, up to 20 years. So because it was a toy, we stretched that payment out 15 years, not realizing everything that went into that. So we left the dealership. We were all gung-ho to go. And right off the bat, we started having issues with our RV. It was in the dealer repeatedly, and if we camped for 7 months, it was in the dealer probably 3 or 4 months. After a little bit, we kind of got fed up with it. I was mad because we bought a brand new RV, and I know they're all built the same pretty much. That we didn't know that as new RVers. We thought, well, they have quality control, right? And they have warranties. Well, the warranties usually on RVs are a year. We did not buy an extended warranty because they were expensive. They were what? $8,000, $10,000? Or was it more for the warranty? So we skipped the warranty. What's going to break on it? Exactly, was it 8 months in? And then too, when we bought that RV, it was our first RV. We were just more gung-ho about the RV. It was too small. About a week after we bought it, we knew after we stayed in it a couple times, it was too small. So that's another thing. When you're looking at an RV, you're going to get gung-ho and you're going to want to buy. But you really need to take a breath and sit back and look at the aspect of actually, if you're going to live in this thing, even for a weekend, are you going to have enough room, enough storage? We didn't look at any of that stuff. We opened the drawers, opened the cupboards, but it was so new and exciting, we just jumped in on it. So 8 months in, it was not working for us. For one, the quality of the RV and the size of the RV. So we went and thought, we don't want to trade it in. It's 8 months old. It'll be simple. So we went to another dealer. This time we went from a 16-foot travel trailer to a 24-foot with a slide. So now that we're 8 months in on this RV, we know now what we're looking for. We need more storage. We need the slide. We need a little bit more comfort, bigger shower.
Dual axle.
Dual axle. We only had a single axle in the last RV. So we knew what we were looking for. We wanted a composite side RV, the hard side, the fiberglass side, whatever you want to call it, instead of the cheap aluminum siding on our first RV. We go to trade in our RV and thinking, well, it can't be that bad. It was, I made a list of all the stuff that we've spent. 8 months in, after we paid, so sticker on that RV was $29,000. We paid $22,000. So it's a 20% discount from Camping World, which seems like a lot I don't really know if that's a lot or not. Going to trade it in, we got $12,000 for that camper. It was a bite. And we owed 19,000, something like that. We only had the RV for 8 months. We barely paid on it. And we'll get to this. Just keep watching because it's going to evolve of what happens when you buy an RV. So we took the bullet and we bit the bullet and we traded the RV in. Figured, okay, well, that's it. We are buying our second, and that's going to be the only RV we're going to have for probably 10, 15 years. So we bought a 22 Starcraft is what we currently have. If you guys watch our videos, that's the unit we currently have. Now come January of this spring, February, we took the camper in to get a winterization and have the camper checked over for the next this year's season. They said to hold off until April, right? So we held off to the end of May, April. We took the camper in. They did the winterization, the inspection. They checked all the plumbing and the microwave and the stove and all the appliances and all the hardware. And that is also what I'm talking about. That repair was $400 for recaulking, checking all the appliances, and de-winterization. At that time, we were walking the lot because we had an hour to kill at the dealer, and we saw a bigger RV. Well, the wheels turning. Well, there's a couple of things we'd like to have that we didn't get with the first one. Asked for a trade-in value. Now, so with our second Starcraft that we bought, or our second RV that we have now, let's just go back a little bit. That Starcraft was stickered at $42,398. That's what a sticker was. We paid $26,524, and it was a killer deal. We thought, oh my God, we can't pass this up. How are they discounting this camper so cheap? Well, because it was sitting on the lot for 1 year. Maybe there's a reason why it was sitting on the lot for 1 year. I don't know. So it was a killer deal. Okay, well, we're going to buy this RV. So obviously we took the hit on the Wolf Pup. We bought the new RV. We rolled the difference of the camper into our new camper. And so now we're in our forever camper. We have this camper 10, 15 years, we thought. So we get the camper, they check it out. It's $400 for the maintenance, for the recaulk the camper, RV, the winter, spring check over. We just happened to ask how much that camper was worth for a trade-in, if we thought about trading it in. They told us it was 12 grand on a camper that we bought for 26 grand. And it was a discount. It was 42 grand new. So people who got suckered into buying a new RV and almost paid sticker, it lost 30 grand in less than a year. We happen to only get it for 26 grand, so we've lost half, more than half, right? So, okay, well, we can't trade it in because I'm not taking another hit. So we're going to keep this camper for a while. Sure. I didn't really realize this until I started looking at our financing, because you don't realize it. You're, oh my God, we're a new camper. You just sign on the dotted line and it's 7% interest, but it's 15, 18-year loan. I didn't realize this. So one, the campers depreciate horribly, more than half in less than a year. And I guess that's with everything. Everything depreciates, but not that bad. But the problem is when you're financing these RVs for 15, 18 years, you'll never get out of it. You're now stuck with this RV. So here we are now in June of this year. This is where we're at. We happen to be going over our bank statements and the finance papers and looking at the bottom line on our payment on our Starcraft, which is currently $300 a month. $330 is our exact payment. On our interest on that loan at 7% at 15 years, the interest on the loan is $270 is just interest. $59 is only going to principal. So people don't realize this. I didn't realize this when we bought this RV, that holy shnikey, it's all interest. It's all interest probably for the first 5-8 years. So we were in the way. So I'm not paying $280 a month for interest. We're blowing our money out the door. So we took and paid off most of it. We put more than 3/4 of it to the principal of the loan. And now, because we paid the camper way, way, way down, I think we owe like $11,000 on it. It is now, the interest on that loan is $79, and the rest is principal. So it's almost $250 is going to principal, and $79 is going to interest. So let's just go back and just start where we're going with this video. When people buy RVs, and we didn't know this, no one told us about this. The dealer's not going to tell you this.
Of course.
When you're buying this RV, one, it's a huge financial burden. If you don't have the cash in order to pay it off, or pay it way down, or put a huge down payment on it, we didn't know this. It's not like a car loan, nothing like a car loan. And then two, because we made more payments, if you make more on a car loan, the payment goes down. If your payment's $500 a month, and you pay an extra $100 to the loan every month, the next month is usually like $450. Then it's $425. On RV loans, the dollar amount doesn't go down. We put $22,000 to pay the loan down. The payment just stayed the same at $330. So I guess our take is if you're going to buy an RV, one, try to put half down, and you're going to lose that half. That money's gone. As soon as you take off the lot, that camper has just lost 50% of its value. And the reason why I did all this today, we went to the camper today. We're going to Canada next month for 12 days. We're going to Thunder Bay. The underbody of the camper is, I posted a video on Facebook today. The underbody shield is sagging almost to the suspension. I don't know if there's a leak. Now this camper is, so how long have we had it? 9 months? 10 months?
9 months.
9 months. And now we go to the back of the camper today, and the rear wall is separating from the frame of the camper. I couldn't believe it. There's a crack about this big at the base of the back wall of the camper. I don't know what we're gonna do, because now the camper's out of warranty. So I'm a little freaked out, a little mad, a little upset, and that's why I did all this today. Because if you're gonna get into RVing, it's not just, we're gonna buy an RV and go travel. When repairs happen, it's not just buying the camper and having a payment and then going camping every weekend. It's maintenance. RVs are maintenance heavy. Unless you can do a lot of the work yourself. We do some of the stuff ourselves, but then with the manufacturer warranty, the dealer's like, well, you have to take it to us for the roof caulking and the side caulking and check the appliances, which is fine, because if something breaks, then I can blame it on them. Whether they're going to cop to it or not, I don't know. Now, on the last RV, we did buy a lifetime warranty on the appliances, water pump, furnace, air conditioner. I don't know if those warranties are any good. It was a true warranty. I don't know if I got scammed out of the $2,000, but we already did it. So I guess the biggest thing is, if you're going to buy an RV, make sure that you can afford all the other things about the RV when it breaks, and it's going to break. Storage. We can't keep our RV at our house because we have an association. We're not allowed to keep it here. So we have to keep it off-site, which is $100 a month. And that's cheap storage.
Okay.
It is. Most storage, I think, is more than that.
Yeah, more than that.
So it's repairs. Repairs to the tow vehicle. Because we're towing all the time. The truck requires more oil changes, more wear and tear on the brakes, the tires, all the things go with it. So, and, there's another dollar amount. So the biggest thing is, if you're going to buy an RV, maybe buy used, so you don't take that huge hit at new, or find an RV that you're going to buy that's going to last 10, 15 years, which is Am I wrong? Leave a comment below if they make an RV that lasts no problems for 10 years. I think they're all made the same unless you're going to like an Airstream or what's another? The Lance makes a good camper. The new, what's the other camper that's out that's new?
I forgot the name.
Well, Grand Design. Grand Design
yes.
has a good camper. And but I think they're all built the same. I mean, they're all built. I mean, besides like Airstream or Lance or the quality companies that take a little bit more pride and workmanship and care into building them, not building them so fast. But if you're gonna buy a camper, be prepared because we had no clue. Being new RVers,
Definitely.
we didn't realize this. The payments. Yeah, it's $300 a month. We can afford that. Until you see that you're throwing your money out the window because it's $246 a month in just interest for 15 years.
Yeah.
So that's why we did what we did, and we're like, we're not paying this. So we paid the loan almost completely off, and which saves us more money in the long run because we're not going to be paying. I did the calculation from the bank, and after the 15 years. The camper that cost us $26,000 would have cost us $59,553. That was after 15 years. Now that camper is probably gonna be dead, especially with what we're having issues now.
Yeah.
I think that Starcraft is gonna be dead in 8 years. And we've towed now what? 4,000 miles? 4,000 miles? And now we're going to Canada, and then we're doing Tennessee in August. So I am, and not only that, so you have the wear and tear on the camper. We bought the camper new. We already put tires on it because the tires that came with it were junk. They were those cheap RV tires. So we put Goodyear assurances on it. We put tire pressure monitoring on it, which it didn't have. We did a surround camera, which we overpaid for. But we needed the camera for backing up. We did a bigger hitch because the newer camper was heavier. So it's a heavier hitch we had to buy. We had to buy a bigger truck because the last Ram we had didn't tow as well as so we ended up buying an F-150 with a tow package that tows 13,000 pounds. So that's another thing too. If you're buying a camper that's 6,000-7,000 pounds, don't buy a truck that tows 7,900. We went way over that. We doubled it. So 13,000 pounds on a 6,000 pound camper because you're going to add water, you're going to add luggage, you're going to add some stuff. And then I think it creates less wear and tear on the truck.
Correct, yeah.
Being a stouter truck, a bigger truck. So that's our take. If we left anything out, comment below. If you have any comments, please comment and give us an idea of what you guys think about this video.
Let us know your feedback.
But we didn't realize this, and I said these campers, if you're buying a camper, you better be getting a good discount on it because do not pay sticker because once, like I said, on 42,000, here's the sticker on our last Starcraft. It was 42. There's a sticker on it. 42,000. And the camper's now worth $12,000 a year later. It's worth $12,000. And now it's falling apart. So I have to call Starcraft and argue about the back wall. But I think they're gonna say nothing.
Of course.
So I hope I didn't leave anything out. But like I said, camping is not just buying the RV and going to campgrounds. There's so much more involved. Yep. Between maintenance, upkeep, washing and caring for it, storing it, and then breakdowns. We've already had 3 breakdowns with the Starcraft. Not major ones. I mean, the tires we had to replace. We had an issue with the brake wires. The wire disconnected from the axle. We had to replace that. That's because it was faulty the way they built it. And now this whole undershield that's dragging or sagging. The underbelly on the camper's got a big bow on it. I posted some pictures on our Facebook account today. And now the back wall the seam is separating from the bottom of the camper. I just noticed that today. So, but that's it. I know it was a rant or ramble, but that's where we're at today. So I want to make this video because I think it's very important. If you're going to get into this lifestyle, be prepared to, and don't put yourself in a hole for 15 years on something that's not going to last.
Exactly.
You're throwing your money away. Not that I'm saying I would do this all over again because I love camping way more than Miles loves camping. I mean, I can't get enough of it. You guys see all the stuff I post every day. But it breaks you when you go down and you look at the end dollar amount or what you're spending a month and what you're getting. I mean, you're throwing half your money away. So if you are willing to do that, to throw it away, but it's a toy. Unfortunately, toys cost money and it's fun and you can't get memories back. So it's worth it, in my opinion. We love it because we make memories every time we go out. So
that's true.
But that's it. Sorry about the rant. That's what we wanted to just discuss today.
We just want our viewers to be aware, of the reality.
And we are up to over 350 viewers, 350 viewers. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please hit that bell notification so you can get so we know when we make a new video, and comment, thumbs up, whatever, good, bad, because it really helps us of what we're doing to see if we're making a difference, and if you guys like our content. So that's it. I know this was a long video. It's 21 minutes.
Yep.
But appreciate it. Just something that I wanted to talk about because camping is not cheap. But it's.
I believe any hobbies is not cheap.
No hobby's cheap, but this hobby, and it's gonna break that. And I've realized that. And today we went to Pride. Well, happy Pride, by the way.
Yes, happy Pride.
But we got back to go to the camper to prepare it for this trip coming up in 30 days. Less than 30 days we're leaving. And we found two things right off the bat. So the only thing that's working really well is the solar we put on.
Yeah.
The solar is working perfectly.
Yeah. So
that was a good value. The backup camera and the side cameras, we bought the Furion cameras. They suck. If you guys have a different camera system that you use, please let us know, because the Furion camera that we spent the $800 on, $900 on, it is horrible.
Well, it works, but it's just that it won't stay on a specific spot that you want to.
So we have surround cameras, and it keeps switching left or right, or it doesn't stay on the rear camera. So we are trying to upgrade with a Ford camera that plugs directly into the truck, so it goes off the radio display. And we're trying to also add tire pressure monitoring to the Ford system, so we can only go off of one cluster. So we'll make a video on that when we ordered a kit. So hopefully it'll be in next week. Anything else?
That's it.
So that's it. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you again for watching and liking, and thank you guys for subscribing. Yeah. And we need to get to 500. We'd like to get to 1,000. We'd like to get to 10,000, but we'll do it. So, okay.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.